right now I'm on my way to do my last before I go, and I'm super excited because I feel like this is exactly what is needed before going on this crazy adventure of mine. Um, because the thing about anxiety, your body can't tell the difference if it's like excitement anxiety or if there's something wrong. And I know nothing is wrong, but I'm just super excited. So I'm still super anxious. It's so weird. So I'm going to do a sound bath and just calm all those nerves. The most insane thing that I've come up with in a very long time, but I know it's going to be so worth it at the end. And the best thing that I've done so far. And what I'm learning with just the process of preparing to solo travel. I mean, there's so many things to learn, but one of the things that I'm taking from this before I leave is, you know, not every time you plan something, other people can go. And sometimes you have to just do it on your own and do it yourself. Like all that anxiety you have or the fear, like, oh my God, something's going to happen. You can get kidnapped from the store. You can get into a car accident, you know, at home. There's so many different things that can happen to you in your local town versus, across the country. Every time that I've traveled, thankfully, nothing's ever happened to me besides being ill. Thank God. But there's a lot of precautions that I still have to take, as far as safety and, being aware of my surroundings and never posting my exact location. There's so many different things that I'm eventually going to talk about. But as far as like the preparation for this entire trip, it's not as hard as you would think. Like, because you are the only person, I'm the only person that is booking everything I need to book, planning the activities, paying for things, knowing where I want to go. All that falls on me. And that's like completely fine because I will get to do literally everything that I want to do. Done this much sooner. Like, I can't believe that I've waited this long to plan a solo trip. Like, what took me this long? Like, I can't. This has been the easiest planning for me ever. Like, ever. You don't have to ask anybody, do they want to do anything, pay for anything. This has been so like a breath of fresh air. So I am at the airport and I am 3 hours early, which is really good because I am a late person. I'm working on that. But I made it on time, and as you can see, I'm probably like one of 10 people who are here on time. So I know I'm doing something right. Our first meal of the day. I'm doing this with glasses on because I look so tired and I just look a mess. So I chose the Korean option, and this is the bowl. So this is the bowl. It comes with the paste, and it also comes with rice. So I'm gonna mix the rice with the paste. With I'm not sure if this paste is spicy that comes with it, but we're about to see. I believe to be mushroom option. You also get a side of mandarin oranges, which I know are soup. Let's taste this now. 10 out of 10 for this. Absolutely love. So good. And for my choice of beverage, I got some red wine because I need to sleep, okay? Like, this flight is 13 hours to Korea, and then I have a 2-hour flight to Vietnam. Right now, so this is just like 10 out of 10. So far, the first meal I enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed the first meal. If you've never had anything like this, I would recommend getting this as your first option. The first options they had were chicken, beef, and the Korean option. I preferred the Korean option. They're flying Korean Air. Why would you get chicken? Like, this is going to be the best thing that they know how to make. So I definitely recommend. And we have, it looks like a ham sandwich, but we're going to check it out. So inside, it looks like this is a Hot Pocket, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is a Hot Pocket. I haven't had one of these in years. So let's see what kind it is. It has a lot of cheese. I don't eat a lot of cheese, but I'm just going to taste it anyway. Yeah. This is a pepperoni Hot Pocket. Is the second sandwich they give you. I'm not sure what kind of meat this is. I'm going to take a very small bite because, yeah. So let's see. It honestly tastes like a bologna sandwich. Like a peppered bologna. I don't eat bologna, so I'm not going to eat this. But if you like bologna, then this is perfect. It's like a roast bologna. I don't know. I'm really not a fan. So I'm going to order some noodles. It doesn't taste gross, so let me be clear. It doesn't taste like, oh my god, what is this? It's just, I am not a fan of this particular meat, and I don't eat a bunch of cheese. I don't eat a lot of dairy, so this wouldn't be for me. So I'm going to order some noodles. It's my backup option. I ended up getting these noodles, and these are like in your local grocery store, so I'm familiar with how these taste, and that you can eat if you do not want the Hot Pocket or the sandwich. I'm gonna go with the noodles because it's noodles, like you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so we are on to meal number 3. We only have about 2 hours, or maybe a little bit less than that, before we land. They do feed you every, I think, 3 hours. I feel like I just ate, but we're back to eating. Okay, so this looks like a dessert. I'm not sure what kind of dessert this is. Let's open it. It smells like a red velvet. It's actually a cheesecake. And then here we have some salmon with cucumber and looks like iceberg lettuce. Let's open it. See what we got. And then the last but not least, let's see what this is. It looks like some tomato shrimp dish. So we're gonna try it and we're gonna rate it. Oh, and then we have a warm bun. They had the option of shrimp tomato or beef and rice. So we're gonna give it a try. Now, if this isn't great, I'm gonna definitely give my honest review. I'm gonna take a small bite. Like small. I'll start with the shrimp because if the shrimp is nasty, then let's see. Give that a 5 out of 10. 6 out of 10. It's very bland. It's just like hot tomato sauce and shrimp. I'm not a fan. The shrimp is okay, but there's no seasoning whatsoever. And this is supposed to be a pasta, and it has corn. There's corn, peas, carrots, yeah, corn, peas, carrots, and pasta noodles. Some people, you might like it. I mean, I'm not a super fan of tomato sauce. When she said pasta, I figured like maybe an Alfredo sauce. So I'm gonna give that like a 5 out of 10. Now on to, we have salmon and cucumber and bell pepper. So there's salmon, cucumber, and bell pepper. So let's see, how does this taste? This is a smoked salmon, so it does have flavor. It has salt, it has flavor. I just wish they cut it up and didn't give it to me like this, because it would just be much better to eat that way. But I'll give this like a 6 out of 10. I need, if this was cut up, this would be perfect. But it's just like one big piece on top of cucumbers. I mean, so I'm gonna open this roll and see if it's dry or not. Cause you know, this kind of looks like a church roll. If you go to church, you've been to church, this is like a church dinner roll. Very dry. Very dry. We're going to give that like a 1 out of 10. This is the last thing, which is, I believe, this is a cheesecake. I've been craving sweets this entire flight. So I really hope that this is actually good and doesn't deceive me. I need something to like make this flight like worth it. So you see, this is definitely cheesecake. Okay. It's not cheesecake. This is actually, okay, the top of this all here, this is like whipped cream. This entire thing is like a whipped cream. And the bottom, this portion, can't describe the flavor exactly. It's like coffee, but it's like very light. But the top, this whole thing right here, it's like it's a whipped cream, not cheesecake. It's good. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10 because it's not cheesecake. It is a whipped cream with a light cake at the bottom. So, but this is probably the best thing that, besides meal one that I actually really enjoyed, which was the Korean rice. I enjoy this. It's not too sweet either, because I don't like things that are like too sweet. This is like perfectly sweet and not overdone. So maybe it is the best choice. It was whatever this is, but it's good. So this comes with, I believe, all of the dishes. Get this, no matter which dish you do choose, at the end, this is what you do get. So back at home, it is 12:05. And right now, as you can see, it is so bright outside. But what I can say about this flight is I booked this flight we left at 12:30 in the afternoon. So usually I'm up at 12:30 in the afternoon and I don't go to sleep until probably around midnight, maybe like 11 o'clock or midnight sometimes. So this kind of worked out for my sleep schedule. Yeah, it kind of worked out for sleep schedule because I wasn't like super tired. I was a little bit of exhausted because I stayed up all night thinking that I needed to sleep the entire flight. I didn't need to do that. So if you have an afternoon flight in your regular schedules, like afternoon, don't stay up all night the night before. I totally regret that because I could have just been very well rested and relaxed and not having to worry about, am I going to get enough sleep? I don't need to sleep, not for at least this time. And so when I land in Korea, it's going to be 2. But then when I land in Vietnam, it will be 9 p.m. So I have to catch up on this time. I have to like figure it out because 9 p.m. there will be like 6 a.m. back in LA. So I don't know how I'm going to do it day one because I told myself I'm not wasting one day. Like, I'm not wasting a day, okay? So, yeah, I don't even drink coffee, but I'm about to become a coffee drinker. This is going to be so insane. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I made it to Korea and I have a 2-hour layover. So I need to go see my gate first, make sure it's there, and then we can go explore. But this airport is so, I don't want to say empty, but to me it seems pretty empty. It's not really a packed airport. So I smell Starbucks. Yeah, this airport is very quiet. Like it's so different from any other airport that I've been to. Like LAX is loud. Guadalajara is so loud. I mean, it is so quiet in here. Like I can hear almost a pin drop. First.